Hi everyone, this is Meryl, your librarian. This video is to help you get started thinking about your research topic, and I'm going to walk you through some steps to help you move from a very broad idea to something more focused. I know that many of you are at the very beginning stages of thinking about a research topic, and that's fine. If you need some help or some ideas, if you go to your resource guide and you click on the Get Started tab, you'll see some tips for how to find a topic and some places to look if you're having trouble coming up with something. A good starting point is to think within the theme of your class, think about what interests you. So since your theme is animals in society, clearly it has something to do with animals. But ask yourself these questions. Is there a specific animal that you like? Is there a specific animal that you want to learn about? Do you have a pet? Are you concerned about maybe endangered species, or are you concerned about the environment? Are you interested in issues such as health or climate change? Think of things that interest you and then see how you can attach those to the idea of animals and animals' relationships with people. I put a few links on here that might be helpful. Again, if you're having trouble coming up with a topic, if you look at this website, Society and Animals, you could just browse they have a whole list of topics here that might be very helpful. You can just browse through that, and you might get some good ideas. I would also suggest looking at some of the titles in this the box here. These are just a few of the books we have in our library collection, but again, just looking at a title or looking at the table of contents might give you some ideas about what direction you want to go in. Also, if you're interested specifically in dogs, a good place to get some ideas is the Bark, which is an online magazine about dogs, and you can browse through sections such as Dog's Life, Culture. These are not in-depth articles, but they're short, sometimes blogs or suggested ideas, but they might give you some ideas of how to go with your topic. So once you have a working topic, you're then going to go to a worksheet that you have, and I'm going to pull it up here, and I'm going to kind of walk you through this because this is the worksheet that you'll use to begin to put out your topic idea and what areas of the topic you'd like to pursue. So the first question is what would you like to research for your topic? And I am going to use the example of therapy animals. So that's a rather broad topic, which again at this stage is fine. The next question though is a question that should help you begin to think more specifically about this broad topic of therapy animals. So you want to try to come up with 3 questions. And I am going to come up with a few questions based on some of the things that I've read about therapy animals. And one question might be, what type of animals are therapy animals? That's kind of a what question. Another question might be, who do therapy animals help? That's a who question. There might be, what do therapy animals do? That's a what question. So sometimes you want to use these what, who, where, how, those kind of questions to guide you in thinking more specifically about your topic. The next step in this assignment would be then to list 2 or 3 sources that helped you, that you've come across. And at this point, remember, you're not doing deep research, and these sources could be a website that you found, it could be a newspaper article, might be a chapter in a book, might be someone's blog, it could be a variety of things. Remember, don't worry about doing deep research at this point. It could be just something you found in your Google searching or looking through your textbook or something like that. Finally, and this is perhaps the most important part of this assignment, is to begin to, after you've read some about the topic, make a list of relevant keywords. And keywords are going to be really important in helping you focus your topic and really push you to think about what you are interested in about this topic. And also they're going to come in handy when you start searching in the databases, and you'll see how using a variety of keywords that are all focused on a certain aspect of your topic will give you a nice variety of different articles that will really allow you to get into some deep research in relationship to your topic. So I'm going to again look at my my topic, which is therapy animals, and I'm going to look at some of these questions, and I think I'm going to start coming up with keywords by basically answering the 3 questions. You don't have to do it this way, but sometimes it's very helpful. So what type of animals are therapy animals? And I've read that there are dogs, there are cats, there are dolphins, there are horses. Okay, there are probably more, but there's a beginning list. My second question, who do therapy animals help? Well, then I want to begin to think of different populations. So they help the elderly, they help people with cancer, they help children, they help veterans. And again, we could certainly come up with more words, but this is just the beginning list. And you can see already how these are giving me ideas about how I might want to focus on a particular animal or a particular population. The next question I have is, how do they help? Or what do therapy animals do? So how do they help? Well, they give physical therapy, they provide emotional therapy, they give mental therapy. Okay, again, different ways of looking at it. I could also, I don't have this question, but I could also look at specific types of disorders that a therapy animal might be helpful in dealing with. So things like depression or autism, post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. So these are all ways that asking my questions in number 2 then lead me to a nice long list of keywords. And looking at my list, I can decide that I want to, instead of looking at this big broad topic of therapy animals, I want to focus on a specific animal. I can focus on a specific animal in relationship to a specific population. I could focus on a specific animal in relationship to a specific disease or disorder. And in the end, I'm going to come up with something like this. How do therapy dogs help children with autism? And there is a much more focused research question that I can begin to work with. And you can see how I took a certain type of animal, I picked a certain population, and I picked a certain disease. So I combined 3 specific elements. You don't have to do it this way, but this is certainly one way of coming up with it. And going through this process and coming up with the keywords will really push you to think about what it is about your topic you know, what do you want to know, and this will help you focus your research. If you have trouble coming up with keywords or short phrases, do some more reading. Also, you can always contact me. I'm happy to help you come up with keywords. I'm also happy to help you develop ideas, develop a topic, or come up with a topic and then focus it and work from there. After you've completed this assignment, you'll just submit it to a discussion board in Canvas, and I think your instructor will have more instructions about how to proceed from there. Okay, and again, feel free to contact me. My contact information is posted right here on your resource guide. Okay, happy researching.